Hi everyone, welcome to your last week of classes before you head out on your first practicum. Wow, exciting. But I'm sure some of you are probably feeling quite nervous about practicum as well. For many of you it'll be unknown. I know that a lot of you have spent significant time in early childhood settings, but being a student can be a little bit different. And for others of you, and this is one of your first experiences of early childhood over a longer period of time. I can certainly remember my very first practicum a little while ago back in 1996, but I can still remember feeling really quite nervous, unsure about the people who I was going to be with. Would I fit in? Would I do the right things? Would I say something wrong? Would the children like me? All of those kinds of things. And I think that nervousness doesn't ever really go away, but you do learn to manage it a little better as you become more comfortable and it becomes something you know more about and you're more familiar with. I am sure all of you are going to have a wonderful time out on practicum filled with learning. I do hope that you have all made contact with your settings that you're going out on practicum in and have spoken with your associate teachers. If you haven't done that yet, you really do need to get onto that. Teachers are often very busy people, and just because you ring today, say Monday, it doesn't mean that you're going to be able to speak with them today. It can take a day or two for people to get back to you, so please get onto that. If at all possible, I really, really, really recommend going in and spending some time at the setting before practicum starts. It's a great way of dealing with some of those first day nerves, and that you'll be a lot more familiar. You'll have met the people, you'll know where you can park your car, you'll know how long it takes to get there, all of those kinds of things. It can be less worrisome when you have a bit more knowledge about what's happening, and I'm sure will help make you feel a lot more comfortable about your upcoming practicum. I do have to say, practicum doesn't always run smoothly, much as we'd like it to. People get sick, people's children seem to get sick an awful lot during practicum too. Things do happen, so if anything comes up and you're unsure, please do get in touch with me. I'll make sure during practicum that there is a forum open, but of course you can always email me directly as well. I am definitely here to support you. That's a huge part of my role as the paper coordinator or practicum coordinator, is about supporting students. So if you've got any questions or queries or concerns, please do get in touch with me. It's amazing what I can do to help and to support people, and just to put your mind at rest, and to know that you're not the only person who might not be finding it all that you thought it was going to be. In saying that, you're in someone else's space for 3 weeks. As a student, you're there to learn, so it's about making sure you make the most of any learning opportunity that comes to you. And sometimes they won't always be the positive, but it's about how you can spin it around and learn from those opportunities. It's also a really exciting time in terms of being able to see and practice all the things you've been reading about, and I know you've been doing a lot of reading already in this course, and seeing what they look like in practice, or perhaps even seeing what they don't look like. If settings aren't engaging in the types of practices that you've been reading about and hearing about here at Massey, so what will that mean? How can you change that? What needs to be done differently? Thoughts that you might like to be having as you're going along. Now, I know that you have 3 assignments due this Friday, so it's a really busy week, so I will keep this message relatively short. It is going to be really important that you plan your time well, and that you plan some contingency time in there for the unexpected things that always seem to crop up. Not feeling well yourself, needing to go to the dentist, family arriving unexpectedly, all those kinds of things. It is not possible for us to give you extensions on your assignments for whilst you're out on practicum. Practicum is a very busy time, and of course you have tasks related to that you need to be doing, so all assignments do need to be in before you go on practicum, except in the most extenuating of circumstances. So just to make sure that people are aware of that. And yeah, while you're on practicum, I'll be here busy teaching the internal students in the BEd program, as well as I will be visiting, I think it's 4 students from your group out on practicum, so I look forward to meeting some of you face to face. Always a favourite part of my job. So anyway, have a wonderful week, and please make sure that you have a really good close look at the practicum handbook, and make sure that you're really familiar with the tasks in there, and if you have any questions, ask those in your group, and I will keep monitoring that. If I don't reply for some reason and your question's still burning away, use the help forum or contact me by my direct email. Have a wonderful week.